to avoid 5-0 glue. Probably, because it would just be at, you know, at the trade of something else. Because like I said, there was one attempt I managed to get Spirit of the Forest right before dying. There was one attempt where I did Spectre. So yeah, glue is cheaper than Spectre. It should definitely be possible. And I never did it with primary training nearby, so it'd actually be tougher than the other thing I tried. Mob Shove has been so good.
Tracking MOAB.
Night. Good night, Dakrath. Okay, next up, let's get the Spactory. Apparently the Spike Factory is called Spactory in some corners of the Bloons community. I just recently learned this. Okay, got smart hot spikes. Have you tried simply upgrading all your monkeys 555? You know, I haven't. Just full paragons. Dude, this guy has glue. This monkey shot at a balloon there, and it splashed glue all the way down there and hit him. That's pretty cool. Let's get spiked balls. Which just popped that moat. All right, so we're already at round 60. We just flew through like 20 rounds. I don't really know how Alchemist buff affects Glue Gunner. I guess we'll find. It'll definitely hit the other stuff though. Okay, so let's see. He's definitely hitting the cannon. He's definitely hitting that. And he is hitting the glue gunner. Okay.
Dang, boy! He's thick!
Hello, Aerolosen. Welcome. The thickest of balloons? That would be wave 100, my friend, if we make it there. FYI, 301 Alchemist is better if it's buffing multiple other towers. Really? I thought that Perishing Potions was better because of the Strengthens, Brews, and Stimulants. So are you saying that like this is better for one tower and this is better for multiple? If so, you would have just taught me something. Summon the drones, getting nervous right now. Okay. Set him to attack first. I could go for, what is it? Spiked Mines, or try to save up for Balloon Solver now.
Tracking BFB.
Oh, I also usually get at least one MAME MOB. I don't have that. So that's a thing also. The last longer is only 2 seconds. Isn't it seconds or like 20 more hits, Cerberus? Because like, for example, the Ring of Fire fires like 30 times a second or something like that, so having it last more hits is pretty big, assuming I understand the buff, how the buff works. The Shrapnel Sunstone the main. Yeah, there was one time I almost beat the 95 wave on this with 3 main mobs, and one of them still got through. It's just there's so much that, see all the red areas, there's so much that blocks the their line of sight, even with cutting the trees down. But I will get some in time. Stronger brew is time, acid mixture is number of shots. Okay. It's completely stopped. This guy's doing work. Druid's doing work. Druid does so much damage for so cheap. Druid's great. Just because the vines are just constantly hitting him right out of the gate. Wave 69, nice. Fingers on the power button. There's so many. Oh my gosh.
A great time.
I believe you can remove the trees which help the snipers a little bit. Like this one up here will, but if you look down here, like removing the trees would just remove that little red area there, which doesn't do much. Another thing I did once that I got to 92, 94 on was I had a super monkey right here, and I had it to Robo Monkey, and it did a lot of damage from right there in that spot. The super monkey is too large to fit in the middle. Arcane Spike. I lost on 95 to when I had 2 Arcane Spikes, because I wasn't able to afford Archmage. But Arcane Spike did help, but plus the fact that it hits over walls, I had it right here, and it could hit over this house and hit this stuff, but it wasn't perfect. Alright, we're almost at Bloon Solver, if that's what we wanted to try. 40, I did 401 Wiz, I did 2 401 Wizards when I tried it. Maybe an aircraft carrier. I haven't tried that. I felt like it wouldn't be enough. Like if the aircraft carrier does good but not insane damage to the whole map. Yeah, these trees down here are not in the way. Those ones are. I'll probably remove those eventually and then make this guy a main mob. Carrier flagship is also cheap. In terms of this game mode, I don't know if it's cheap. 27k. I'd be hard-pressed to get that by, like, round 85. And then if you're trying to put a strong sniper on top of that, that's more money. Okay, Bloon Solver. Wow. So he's got 10,000 pops now. Let's see what he climbs up to. Let's start working on getting this guy to main mob and get rid of those trees. 13,000 pops. Yeah, it's unfortunate he can't hit it till they round the corner. Woo. There's also the classic 205 tack shooter for, oh, tack zone, yeah. I did one level where I had Ring of Fire and Tack. Not the tier 5s. I had Ring of Fire and Overdrive side by side, and Ring of Fire did like 20 times the damage that the Overdrive did, so then I just stopped trying to use Overdrive. Oof. Alright, main mob acquired. Fortifieds. So I know by round 100 we're going to need first strike capability, but we can upgrade that like after 95. We've got to figure out how to handle 94 and 95 before then.
Tracking ZOMG.
Hold on, I'm gonna slow it down. Turning my fan off. It's too chilly in here. You could farm on this map with boats, or is that not an option with 1 life? No, you cannot do anything that would make money. Anything that would make you money does not make you money on Chimps mode. So the farms themselves, Benjamin the Hero doesn't work, Bloon Trap doesn't work. You only have money from, you know, end of waves and pops.
Hey.
That's part of the difficulty. Can you pet the cat in game? The building? Bloon Trap would be good even if you don't get money. The problem is getting the money to make the Bloon Trap. So, for example, like, how much is it? 58,000. I don't know if I could get to 58,000 without dying first.
Eyes up.
Well, he just jumped from like, I think his total pop's just like double during that. Another thing I could do is put an alchemist over here to buff the Spectre, so that the spikes are stronger. Oh wow, the balloon solver's doing work right now. Because when these pop with glue on them, all the little balloons have the glue, and then it's the acid glue, and it's burning them. It's actually better if they don't pop until they're close to him. Wow, that was scary. He's at 50,000 pops now. 420 Gatling shooting down range could also help, but they're about 15k each. Is that 420 Gatling? Plasma accelerator? I mean, I could put one here and shoot down, you know, one track or the other. God, I wish I could, like, save the game right now. Yeah, the balloon's doing quite well. There's no way we're gonna get Ring of Fire or Bomblet. Hold on, I'm gonna turn auto start off because I actually need a minute to think. Would primary expert... Okay, what exactly does primary expertise do? Hold on. BTD 6, primary expertise. Let's see. Tier 1 and 2 upgrades of nearby primaries are free. They get +2 to their pierce, up from +1. The cooldowns go down, and it has a ballista. If you quit, it saves the game. Yeah, but even if you save the game and come back in, if you die, you can't go back to the save, can you? I think if you die, it still deletes the save. I'm wondering, so keeping in mind that, oops, hold on a second, let me fix that. Okay, keep in mind that this thing is currently buffing the cannon, the tack shooter, and the glue guy. With that in mind, I wonder if it's worth getting primary expertise. Alternatively, I could get the mines and put an alchemist next to it to super buff the mines. So we got 20k. We still got 7 more rounds before it gets like super crazy. Could go for Spectre. Spectre cannot hurt DDTs unless it is next to an MIB though. And Spectre plus MIB would be a lot. Carrier flagship's like 40k total. Or I could slap down a super monkey and give him quite a few buffs. Multiple people saying expertise. Okay, alright, we'll try to save up for 27k then. Maybe the ballista will help too. I've never tried expertise on this in any of my attempts. I'm not using my powers because I think the Bloon Solver has got this under control. Because he's like immediately popping all the super ceramics. Are those super ceramics or normal? There's something ceramic. This thing has done 17k already, and it's only a tier 3 tower right now. I'm gonna do this just in case. It's a short cooldown. Okay. We're at 26k.
Tracking ZOMG.
Now, the balloon, the Mob Shove can only really interact with one at a time, so if there's two, it like takes turns shoving them, so they stagger forward. Was Choo Choo Charlie finished? Mm-hmm, we did. We finished it. Okay. Primary expertise. Got it. They got their buff. How'd you like it? It was a silly little game. It was only like 2 hours and 45 minutes long, I think. Oh, the ballista goes across the whole map. Look at that. It's like a sniper tower. Okay, what next? We'll need to get first strike soon. Doesn't have to be now, though. Really considering getting spiked mines. Oh, wow. What the heck? What does first strike do? So the first strike gives you a button you can press that basically launches like a massive missile at the biggest thing on the screen. It does something thousands of damage. The final guy, the Wave 100 boss, 2 first strikes is almost his whole life bar. And if the second first strike, or if a first strike hits him when he's low health, it will kill him and all the stuff he was going to drop when he died. So like he could be almost to the exit, first strike hits him when he's almost dead, kills him and all the child balloons, and you win. So having 1 or more first strikes is a common strategy in this game for beating the final guy on Chimps mode. I want to read about the Mega Ballista. Hang on. I still have the wiki page open. The Mega Ballista attack fires a magical circular blade, which strikes at any range and across barriers. Occasionally adjusts its direction mid-flight to hit more balloons. Similar to Glaive Ricochet. Each blade is fired every 2.5 seconds, popping 10... Now, I'm playing on high speed, so it's faster than that. Popping 10 layers per hit and pierces through up to 100 regular balloons or 10 mobs, while it does 200 damage to ceramics and mobs. Wow. I underestimated it. I have not done a lot with primary expertise. I didn't expect the ballista to do that much. I thought it was all about the buffs. That's cool. Drones, I don't they don't even do a massive amount. Can you change its targeting prio? You can. I think I'm gonna leave it on first though. Sometimes having it hit the strongest thing and then the strongest thing popping and just dropping a lot of stuff on you is terrible. You know what? You know what? Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make another main mob. The biggest thing I think I'm scared of, and I could be wrong, I've been wrong before, is the DDT wave. So I think another main mob would be nice. And we almost have enough of that right now. Okay, we've got 2 main mobs. I still don't think cutting these trees is worth it. We did cut those. Alright, so this is only... Oh, that's awesome. Those pop fast. So that wave is when... I think that's the first time you see DDTs. That was only 3 of them. Okay. 95 is the wave where it's just like a wall of DDTs. I don't know how many it is, but it's just a crazy amount of them. And that's the one that puts the fear in me. For this map. Because I've failed on this one so many times. This is the first time of like, I don't know, like, maybe, definitely hours, maybe over 10 hours of time I've tried this map on chimps. And again, I'm a pretty patient dude if I'm off stream. I'm just like, oh, that didn't work, try again, that didn't work, try again. And then I'm talking about like over a week. I had never gotten around to trying Bloons Solver with this. And that's working pretty good right now. I mean, this dude's pulling weight too. I was actually stunned the first time I tried Recursive Cluster. It's so inexpensive. It's a 3,000 upgrade, and look at it. It does stupid damage, because it hits like does like 32 detonations or something when it fires. What level's Etienne? 18. I think he hits 20 like right at 95. Because of the level you have to wait till like wave 14 or something to put him down without dying or something like that, and then because of that, he hits level 20 at like 95 unless you rush it.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
Hello, Bird Tree. I wonder, is the It is. I was like, is the Alchemist buffing the village now that it's a weapon? And it is. Berserker Brew. He is feeding potions to the building. This sucker's got 24k pops too. $147k on him now. Guys, I'm so nervous. Because you lose, you have to do the whole thing over. Now, if I can tell I'm going to lose, like if a DDT gets right here and I pause it, I can leave, come back in, redo that level, and then I lose the black border, but I could see if a different strategy would work. But we're right there. There's not much more we can buy between now and the Hell Wave. Maybe get spiked mines, maybe a third main mob. We gotta get one, or if possible, two of these before 100. Which would be, was that like 28, 20, yeah, 28k about?
DDT, DDT.
Good. That was good. You need first strike still? Yeah, that's for the wave 100 guy. We need 2 first strikes is ideal. 1 feels almost mandatory. Just want to check their pops. 233k on this already. Good lord. 182, it passed Recursive Cluster. 83k on the Ring of Fire. 155k on this guy. I think the biggest thing this guy's doing is when the balloon, like the mobs pop, it just like instantly melts all the contents.
Eyes up.
Alright, he's 19, he's almost 20. Oh, this is the wave with like a this is the just wall of meat wave. I've lost to this one a lot. Never with this build, so we'll see. There's just, none of this is like DDTs, but it's just so much. Wow, look, glue hit them. He shot, even though this is his range, he shot at something, and it splashed over to them all the way from back there. I haven't used Etienne's second power this whole run yet. Okay, alright, so he is now level 20, which means he now gets this airplane that flies around and fires constantly, so his damage output just went up. So, we got 6 levels to the finale. Should I buy a first strike right now? Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to hit play, then buy first strike, so if I reload, it's not purchased yet. If I need to... Now, if I save scum, I will lose the black border, but I will learn. So you see all the missiles from the airplane? So Etienne basically does some damage across the whole map now. Okay, here they come. So, use his power. This is looking good. Use his other power, because I'm paranoid AF. Now his first power just wore off, or is it, I think it's going to wear off soon. Yes, that is the first time I have gotten through Wave 95 on this map, on Chimps. Okay. Dude, primary village balloon solver. Oh my god. Alright. 96. Now, I can use the missile now, but I don't feel like I need to, so I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna get spiked mines. Does Acid Mixture or Berserker Brew help mines at all? I need a refresher on that. Hang on. Acidic Mixture Dip. Let's see. Pressure 10 seconds. Allow the target to pop lead balloons and do +1 damage to ceramic and mobs. for 10 shots. And then, what does Berserker Brew do? +1 damage, +10% range, +2 pierce,